Today, we're going to talk about those so-called healthy foods that are anything but. Even foods that sound healthy can sometimes be packed with sugars, sodium, and other refined ingredients that aren't doing our bodies any favors. Statements like all natural, naturally sweetened, and gluten-free can be misleading. You really have to not only read the nutrition labels, but you have to pay close attention to the ingredients lists. Here are some common foods that sell themselves as healthy, but may not be as nutritious as they claim. I'll give you some healthy alternatives as well. Deli turkey. Instead of eating a typical lunch meat sandwich like ham and cheese or salami or even a hoagie, many people opt for a turkey sandwich thinking it's a healthy option. While it may be lower in calories than other lunch meats, deli counter turkey is still highly processed, high in sodium and preservatives. A better choice would be to eat turkey that you roasted at home, or even have some chicken that you have left over from a dinner. Or better yet, opt for a heart-healthy choice like tuna. Caesar salad. Salad sounds healthy, right? But Caesar salad with its creamy dressing, croutons, and cheese can hide a lot of calories. And most people add chicken to a Caesar salad, so they're adding even more fat and calories. A better choice would be a salad of mixed greens and maybe some spinach. Add some colorful vegetables like tomatoes and cucumbers and bell peppers. A salad like this is full of nutrition. And be careful of what type of dressing you use. Some creamy dressings can be loaded with sugars and calories. Beware of dressings that are labeled as low fat. They are usually full of sugars as well. Make a simple homemade vinaigrette with oil and vinegar. You can flavor it by shaving in some garlic or shallot or add a teaspoon of Dijon mustard and skip the cheese. Granola. Granola can be a great way to add protein and fiber to your breakfast, but be sure to read the ingredient list. They can be enhanced with lots of sugar to add flavor, making it more like eating a candy bar than something healthy. Also, the serving sizes of granola can be quite small, but most people eat it like cereal and pour themselves a big bowl. A healthier way to eat granola is to use it as an enhancer. So sprinkle it on top of a yogurt parfait or on top of your oatmeal instead of making it the focus. And speaking of oatmeal, let's talk about instant oatmeal. You'll often see convenient packages of flavored instant oatmeals where all you have to do is add a little hot water and stir. These types of instant oatmeals are high in sugar and have had the good stuff like fiber processed right out of them. Choose instead to make plain steel-cut oats and add your own flavor and sweetness with fresh fruit, nuts, maybe a pinch of cinnamon. You can even drizzle on a little honey or maple syrup if you want it a little bit sweeter. Protein bars. Most protein bars on the market are no different from a candy bar. They are loaded with sugar. And to be honest, most people in the United States eat way too much protein on a daily basis. We're also used to thinking that it's healthy to be low in carbs and high in protein, but that's really not the case. I would offer you a healthier alternative, but I really think you should skip this category altogether and just eat a piece of fruit. And speaking of fruit, my next category is fruit juice. Fruit juice seems like such a natural, healthy thing to have for breakfast. But unless you are freshly squeezing it at home, the kind of fruit juice that you buy in the supermarket is highly processed to make it have a consistent flavor. It's full of sugar and has all of the fiber and most of the nutrients removed. So really you're just drinking calories from sugar. It's no better than drinking a soda. Instead, eat fruit or enjoy freshly squeezed juice or drink water that has some fruit slices added to it. And while we're on the subject of drinks, the next category is sports drinks. Many people reach for sports drinks after exercise or even when they're sick, hoping to replace their electrolytes or to prevent themselves from getting dehydrated. But most sports drinks are just sugar water, with artificial colors and flavors added. Opt instead for water. And like I said earlier, add some fruit slices to it, or just eat a piece of fruit like an orange, a banana, maybe a handful of grapes. And last on my list, but certainly not least, gluten-free products. I see a lot of people choosing gluten-free products thinking that they're low calorie and low carb. But unless you have a gluten sensitivity, you really don't need to eat gluten-free foods. Gluten-free doesn't necessarily mean healthy, it just means it doesn't have gluten. Potato chips don't have gluten, but that doesn't make them healthy. Packaged gluten-free products are usually enhanced with added sugars and texturizers to make them more appealing. If you are sensitive to gluten, look for naturally gluten-free foods like quinoa, brown rice, beans, and of course fruits and vegetables. Following a Mediterranean diet will keep you from making these unhealthy substitutions. Eat real food, cook it for yourself. It's not hard. Pay attention to nutrition labels and be sure to read the ingredients list on packaged foods. I hope this information helps. Did anything I mentioned today surprise you? Let me know in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye!